Good evening, everybody, on this Thursday night football evening. You already know it's your boy E, it's your boy J, co-host for E&Js Locker Room, where we deliver those X's and O's for your fantasy squad so you can cash these dubs and grab that chip at the end of the season and brag to all your boys. What's going on, Jay?
Not a whole lot, man. Y'all know me. I'm enjoying football season already.
Yeah, you
It's pretty much full blown in my eyes. We coming up on week 3 in the NFL, week 4 in college, and I'm pumped. I'm pumped,
ooh,
man.
ooh.
I
Oh,
hate I hate Thursday night games for like both fantasy purposes and honestly like player safety. I know it sounds corny, but for real, like Thursday games ain't where it's at, but I'm ready to watch. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it.
you already know. You already know. Speaking of college football. Was there fantasy for college football at all at one point?
I've I've never heard of that. That would be tough. Outside of like your DFS, isn't that
Right,
what it's
right,
called?
yeah. I
For
thought I
betting?
want
Outside of that, I don't think so.
okay. I want okay. It's okay. Like a full season, you don't know if there's one, or you know if there was,
Yeah,
but there
yeah.
are
I've
games.
never heard of
Okay,
such.
gotcha. All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was wondering. I was wondering.
yeah. That would be tough too, man. There's just so many teams. You should always have like a semi. All teams would be boom or bust if college had one. I would say unless you had like ill running backs. Because
Mm,
these receivers be nasty, but they'll be hurt the very next week, or they'll be killing a team, so they can't go with the normal game plan. So that would be a wild ride, college fantasy.
yo, is your sleeper messing up on the PC? Yo, it won't let me go from like matchup to team to league to players. Check
Mm,
yours out, yo. Mine ain't working.
it is, yeah, it's
Like mine's frozen on matchup. It won't go to team. It won't go to league. It won't go to players.
yeah, mine too.
Dang, I thought I was the only
Cool.
one.
Interesting. Let me close this.
I was about to say I'm gonna try to close it. If not, I'm gonna have to go for the phone. I'm gonna have to look at the stuff on the phone. It
Mhm.
still ain't working. Oh lord.
On your phone?
Oh no, on the PC. I just exited out and it lets me do it on our NBA one.
Which doesn't matter at all. That's weird.
Hey, I might have to go to the.
Sleeper, man. Sleeper usually is proper, man. But there was one. I have one league where it's 20 of us. I think. Yeah, it's 20 of us. And during the draft, it just would like people were obviously not in the room, and it would be on like auto draft, but then it wouldn't make the selection,
Uh huh.
and I would click the let commissioner manual pick. I was doing let hurry up and do the auto draft selection, and it was not working. So sleeper, they ain't perfect. Uh-oh, I done signed out and I have no idea what my sign in is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might have to pull up maybe. I might have to pull up ESPN League then. If it ain't.
Come on, password. Shucks, not the right password. Okay, and that's gotta be the.
Damn, there ain't no night mode for ESPN.
What should the password be?
Here you go, schedule. Oh no, I need the actual football schedule.
Yes. Forgive us, y'all. A little technical difficulty, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all who are sitting with us live.
Right,
We'll
right,
have
right.
our producers. We'll have our producers fix up the streaming one. I mean the permanent video. That's a joke, y'all. We don't have producers. It's just E and J. You know what I'm saying? And we coming at y'all. You don't get this opportunity to see a live fantasy um walkthrough. Mine worked. I logged out and logged back in, and it's acting
Okay,
proper now.
let's do that. Let's do that.
Shucks, I don't even be going through that on our streams. I be looking at I got NFL.com and ESPN.com. So, yeah, I mean anybody who's streaming us right now, put in the comments. Say something in the comments.
We'll do
What's
it.
your season looking like so far? How you feeling? If you're anything like me, you hit the panic button last week. If you was 0-1, I'm panicking. I'm trying to trade everybody.
I
full
feel.
full trade. Man, it's terrible. And I know you should stay patient. I've seen both happen over these years. I probably played fantasy for like 10 years, man. And man, I think it just all just depends, man. Like there's a little skill involved, but it's also luck, man. It's also luck.
Oh, it does work. Oh, our boy DeAndre Swift season back in the chat. What's going on, dog?
Hey, what up, no family?
You already know we about to. How's it going, man? We about to go through a quick one, little starting sit-ums, and then along the way we'll discuss a few, um, like if you want to trade for this player, trade off, all that good stuff. But you ready, Jay?
Mhm. You know I'm ready, man.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna start with the first game of the day, or for the night, which is Buffalo and Miami.
Hey man, I'll kick it off, man. I'm gonna have to take the Bills because I have Bills on my team. I
Okay.
don't think I have any Dolphins at all. So I'm gonna roll with the Bills if that's cool, man. You know, I hate Thursday games as stated before earlier. I hate playing, especially my running back on a Thursday game. You just don't know what that game is gonna look like. And for whatever reason, it kind of seems like most tailbacks just don't do because the game plan is all screwy because of the rest factor, and you don't know how the other team is playing, and it's just the running back always has to pay when we have Thursday night games, in my opinion. So that being said, I'm still starting James Cook because he's either the third or fourth ranked running back this year. You have to start him. Let the Bills get out to a lead. He's gonna play plenty of snaps with or without a lead. You're obviously starting Josh Allen. I was terrified that he was going to carry some sort of injury designation after the game last week. He did not. He's good to go. Um, at least for the first half, I expect him to be explosive and put up some wild plays, man, while they try to put up a lead on the Dolphins. Rivalry game here, so that may not happen. It may go down to the wire. Every year, I think the first game they play, it usually comes down to like halfway through the fourth quarter. So, nonetheless, we're starting Josh, we're starting James Cook. In a deep league, like 20 teams or more, I'm rolling Ray Davis out there. He hasn't done much yet, but he's a return man, and he also can get the ball in the red zone. You could steal 6 points. So 20 team or higher, you want to start Ray Davis for sure. Um, I'd say in a 10 team roster, depending on your other options, if you've got bona fide ones and twos, then I'm not starting Keon Coleman. But if I'm looking at a 14 team or more, I'm starting Coleman, I'm starting Shakir, and depending on my roster, I might start Palmer. Again, y'all. That's deeper leagues. 14 or higher. You want those three wideouts starting. Unless you got, unless you drafted poorly or some people are hurt, that should be what you look like. And then we're gonna roll Kincaid out there. And that's any league. He's for whatever reason, he'll probably get 5 or 6 targets, and he usually can give you like 40 yards. That's 9 points, you know? So Kincaid for sure. I'm not starting that Bills defense. They don't look like they have in the past few years. The Dolphins, again, it's a rivalry game. It's a Thursday game. Nothing happens that you think would happen. If the Dolphins come out here and drop 24 points, which is unlikely, could happen. Now you're looking at a Bills team that didn't provide you any turnovers. Um, I need to look at the defensive rankings. I don't think they get many sacks though. So, we don't want to start the Bills defense tonight. How do you feel about that?
I feel everything. I think you broke it down pretty good. I think pretty much the people you said that, or the players that you were starting, I think you would probably, for the most part, you would probably start on a normal basis. You did bring up like players like R. Davis, in a deeper league, you could probably try him. But everybody else, you could probably normally put on there on a normal day. Like you said, Davis, maybe even throw in a Josh Palmer in a deeper league too. Like Kincaid, I agree with you there. That's an everyday normal. People drafted him kind of, I want to say high, but they drafted him to be their starting tight end for whatever. So, yeah, I agree with pretty much everything you said.
Cool, cool. How you feel about them Dolphins, man? You got any Dolphins this year?
Dolphins, no, but you do remember in these mocks, I was heavy on Tyreek Hill. I wanted, but then like last second, like 2 days before draft, I was like, man, I'm gonna stay away. And so far, I'm kind of okay with my decision. I think the only thing that like I worry is like, man, what if, because there's a bunch of trade rumors with Hill. Like, what if he just goes to a team that just like uses him like crazy? Like, what if he went back to the
Yeah,
Chiefs? What if he went back to the Chiefs?
yeah.
You know what I
It would
mean?
be it
Like,
would be intense.
yeah. Like, what if he went back to the Chiefs? So that would probably be my only thing. Like, dang, like, what if he really does get traded? But I don't know. We'll see in the near future if he does, whenever that trade deadline is. But he does have a lot of go. Not even just him though. The Miami Dolphins as a whole is just kind of messy there right now. Not just Tyreek Hill. The whole thing. You got Tua over there like, yo, you need to stop running fast. Like I don't know if you saw that post game conference. He's like, yo, Reek, you can stop sometimes. Like you ain't gotta go 80
Ah,
yards.
ah,
You get like you gotta
ah,
track the
ah,
ball, bro.
ah.
Don't just go running out there. Did you see that? That's basically what he
I
said.
didn't. I didn't.
Yeah,
But
because yeah, he said he was like, yeah, Tyree Hill, like you don't all you can't assume that I'm always gonna throw 80 yards. Just track the ball sometimes. Like
mhm.
that's what he said. So you got people like that calling people out. Like it's just a lot of turmoil back there. If you got
Yeah,
people
that's
calling out
messy.
people out there, Tua, like he fragile. Like yeah, so I don't know, man. Waddle, he always hurt but play. I don't know, bro.
Oh my goodness, man! Ever since Waddle's come in the league, he's been questionable for
He's
like eight
questionable.
weeks in a
He's
row,
questionable literally every day, bro, and then plays all the time. It's hilarious. And
and
what's funny
generally has a good baseline too.
and what's funny is yeah, and what's funny is it's never like Josh Jacobs, he's injury every day, but I feel like it's just for rest. Waddle injury every day because he hurt for real.
Yeah,
He get
yeah.
hurt for real. But yeah, let's go out with his Miami team. Tua, I would probably only play him if you're in a super flex league. But as Jay mentioned, it is a rivalry game, so you might have Tua out there throwing dimes. He didn't do too bad in his last game. I think he dropped a 20 bomb or something, so he didn't do too bad as far as fantasy. But I don't know if anybody drafted Tua to be like their QB1. So like, if you want to play him, it'd be one of those risky ones. But if it's super flex, I wouldn't be mad if you play him as your second QB. Now, down to the running backs, pretty much you're only going to start Chan, of course. I know leading up to fantasy, when it started, a lot of people were saying you pick up Ollie Gordon for a backup if you need to, because Chan is always hurt. or like there are a few seasons where he's gonna be hurt for a minimum about 2 to 3 games. So that's just a little game right there. If you haven't picked him up yet, I think I had him in a waiver wire in a deep league, but I ended up dropping him. As far as receivers go, you're definitely going to be starting Tyreek Hill. I feel like tonight Tyreek Hill might blow up tonight. Thursday night game, division rival. Y'all keep talking about me and my 8 kids. Like I'm about to go off. Um, and then Jalen Waddle. I mean, shoot, yeah, like we just talk about him. He always hurt, and he has a safe floor. He has a safe floor. So he like kind of like Keenan Allen. We talked about. I think we talked about often. Like he gonna give you at least 10 for the most nights. 9, 10.
Mhm.
But you gonna play him either way. Probably stay away from all the other receivers. You would only like let's say if Jay Waddle was out, you could probably play Malik Washington in the deep league. If because I think because DeAndre Swift just commented he was healthy, but Waddle just went to questionable. So they're about to try out his shoulder before pregame. So let me bring that up as well. So keep an eye out
Here
on
we
that
go.
because they said they was going to test his shoulder pregame, and it's Thursday night. So you definitely want to because if he's locked in, you can't. Or yeah, he's locked in. He's locked in. So
Man,
you better check last minute because it looks like he's a last minute decision. And then as far as tight end goes, you're gonna stay away. You're gonna stay away from everybody else. I think.
yeah,
Stay away from. You
yeah,
don't want to play the defense because they just gonna run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. So yeah, I think that's it for the Thursday night game. What you got? Anything to add to that, Jay?
man. I couldn't have said it any better. That's exactly how I feel about all of that.
There you go,
I
baby.
am checking real quick. I know I had Malik Washington in one of my deep leagues, but I
You,
don't anymore.
I want to say you mentioned him last time we went live. You said
Yeah,
a little,
yeah.
you need someone real
He
quick.
had Yeah, because we know, like you said, Tariq could be on the move. Yeah, he had such a that's what happened. He had such a poor game last week that I left him. He did end up putting up a 9 in PPR, but nonetheless, like a lot of that came off of he had a special team touchdown. So without that, he would have had a 3. Yes. But, you know, for weeks going forward, it's scary. You know what I'm saying? If Waddle was to go down or Tariq was to get traded on Tuesday and somebody else has Washington, it's like, daggone it. But
Mm-hmm.
as far as tonight goes, you can't start him. Can't do it. Game's an hour away. Can't do it.
DeAndre Swift, agrees with Malik Washington as well. Looks like. All right, we got the next game. We got Atlanta at Carolina. Okay, Jay, your squad up.
Man, the
Man,
Panthers, man. The Panthers. Um, it hurts. It hurts, man. But let's just dive right in. We can't start Bryce Young unless you're in a 32-man league.
man, he
We're
didn't even
not starting him.
he didn't even say super flex. He said 32 man.
Mm,
He
A
said even
32-man.
he said
Even
32
in a
man.
suit, unless your super flex got 16 squads,
Oh,
don't do it. Look, even if I wouldn't even I would start a wide receiver 2 over Bryce in a super flex. I really would. You just don't know what's going to happen. One minute he looks like he can play a little bit, then he's turning the ball over constantly. You can't start Bryce Young. You got to start Chuba. He's eating.
he
I don't
has
know
been.
how. I don't know why it's not showing up on the scoreboard. But Chuba's eating. You got to start him no matter what.
Because he
You
because
gotta
he
go ahead.
I was about to say because he not a sexy player. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm,
He not a sexy player.
it's not.
He not. You know what I mean? So he not gonna get mentioned, but he's definitely
Mm-mm.
very like he gonna give you 18 a game.
He gonna get you right. Every year, I pick up Chuba on waivers somehow. This year I think was the first year was like heavy draft.
Yeah,
Everyone's drafting
I
him.
was about to say
Last
this
few
year.
years,
Yeah, this year they finally gave him the respect as far as fantasy. Like he deserves to
yeah,
be in that group of like fifth
yeah,
round. You know what I mean? Like stop putting him in the end.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, he absolutely deserves it now. But like I was saying, like each year. in the past 3 seasons, I've picked him up on waivers, and that team that I picked him up for, he ends up being a starter. So
Mm-hmm.
like Chuba's a dog, man. He just plays in Carolina. It's hard to recognize that. We know we starting Tech. He starts. He welcome to the NFL, y'all. He had his 100-yard game last week. Um, I think on average, depending on you, if you were PPR and there's different rules. He pretty much had like a 19 last week. The week before that, I'm gonna say he had like a 12. Just off of the receptions and the yardage, he was nowhere near 100 yards. He looks to be outside of Chuba the way they're going to move the ball as opposed to a big play guy, which is really good when we think about fantasy. Um, Big play guys are boomer bust. Whereas if you just got that dude who's just gonna get you down the field, that baseline can't be beat, man. That's like a 10 or a 12 no matter what. So we're starting Tech. I'm thinking he's gonna finish top 10 this year, man. I really do.
Okay, okay.
Because Leggett continues to disappoint.
He
Um,
too focused on his horses and shit. Oh my
yeah,
bad,
and
my
all
bad,
the
and stuff.
it's
Yeah,
all
and
good.
stuff.
And all the other wide receivers are fragile. So you can have them, but I mean, like obviously people are going to start Hunter Renfro this week. You're not starting Leggett, in case I wasn't clear on that. You might want to start Hunter, even if you're in a 10 man, just because. Like, what if Bryce turns him into Jalen Coker last year or David Moore when he was just like, I'm just going to throw it to them every time. You don't want to miss out on that. So you want to start Renfro. You don't want to start anybody else from the Panthers. Oh, forgive me,
What's up?
Jatavion. If you're in a 12, I'd say or higher. He's not the 12th ranked tight end yet, but coming out of Texas, man, they was comparing him to like well, Kyle Pitts. Even though Kyle Pitts didn't turn out well, he was super fast, super athletic, big build. So they were looking like Jatavion was going to be that dude for a little while. And then he ended up getting hurt last year and couldn't finish out the season. But this year, I mean, I guess he and Bryce must have had a good connection in camp. He looked good last week. So 12-man team or higher, then you want to start Jatavion. We're obviously not starting that defense, and that's it, man. We're not starting the kicker either, in case y'all want to know. That's
Uh,
it. You got Chuba, Tech, and Jatavion.
yeah, yeah, I agree with everything. You know, just one of those teams where it's only like two or three players on there that would you probably play consistently. Everybody else, I mean, not to smash on your team or anything, but like even if you need players, I don't even think you're gonna play those other players. So
Mm-mm.
yeah,
Too bad for Rico Dowdle. What a bad move on his part, right? Like you had 1,000 yards last year, and then you came to Carolina. Now, I mean, he did play at South Carolina. I guess he wanted to come home, but dog, you ain't gonna get no burn because we ain't gonna have no leads.
mm-hmm.
Rico should not have done that. Yeah, man, on you. What you think about them with them dirty birds?
Ooh, the Dirty Birds. Okay, Michael Penix. I think you can start him. I feel like with Michael Penix is gonna be. Well, it depends on what the gameplay looks like. It looks like I feel like Michael Penix is only gonna put up points if the other team is gonna put up points. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I think watching these first two games, I think they're definitely gonna be run first. So I think pass second. But anyway, Michael Penix, you can start him in a super flex. And then with Brian Robertson, he's a must start. Tyler Algier is a weird one. I think from these first two games, he's a guaranteed someone that's gonna get at least 10 touches. So now
Yeah,
he's a very good flex player, and he does get goal line touches as well. He did score on his last one. He's a big boy, so he's definitely an in between tackle person. But yeah, I think he had 10 touches first week, 16 touches the second week. So he's definitely going to average double digits touches, which is very flex worthy. Like even in a regular 10 to 12 team, don't even have to be a deep league. You can go ahead and flex
I
him in
agree.
right there. And then to go with the receivers, Drake London was hurt last week, but he doesn't carry an injury designation, so he should be good to go. But to piggyback The running thing, I think Drake, like I said, I don't know. I was heavy on Drake London, but watching the games where they run heavy, he kind of like a nobody kind of because Tyler Algier and Brian Robinson were really the only two players last week that did something in fantasy. I believe. I want to say
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Algier had more points than Brian Robinson because of that touchdown. But
Um,
any other? Let's see. Do you want to play Mooney or McLeod? What I would probably play Mooney in a very deep league. Let's say 14, 16, maybe. Everybody else you can probably fade. Kyle Pitts, I'm tired of him. Like even if he went off the first 2 weeks, I'm gonna still say sit him because I'm tired of him. Um, and then that's pretty much it, man. I think that's all I got for your dirty birds,
hey, I got one you missed.
Who?
That Falcon defense looks for real.
I haven't been. Or
They
do they
got
for
they
real?
drafted two. Hey, I watched that game, that Monday night game, and
I
that
didn't watch much
defense,
of it, man. I didn't watch much of it, yo. Now that I think
man,
about it.
they had the Texans. I mean, I guess C.J. Stroud even going off last year is not what we thought he would be, but they was all over CJ. Chubb broke out for a freak touchdown late in the game. It just I think the play call just caught the Falcons off guard. He had like a 20-yard touchdown that saved his points, but nonetheless, that Falcon defense going against the Panthers. We saw the Cardinals get mad turnovers. We saw the Jacksonville Jaguars embarrass the Panthers. The Falcons will actually be. I mean, the Cardinals defense is good too. But the Falcons, I think they gonna get like, well, you know they're gonna get two turnovers. You already know that. What if one turns into a touchdown? You know what I'm saying? It ain't like the
Ooh.
Panthers ain't gonna get what 300 yards on offense. There's some leagues where if you get less than a certain amount of yards, they get points for that too. So I like the Falcons D. Also, do we have a potential buy low for Tyler Algier?
Uh oh.
Like, especially if you have Bijan. If you already got Bijan, why not get Tyler Algier? Like, send one of them receivers that's not producing. Get Algier, man. Maybe you could trade like Calvin Austin or something for Algier. And I would stack those running backs, man.
Algiers in that same category as we mentioned before last week with like the Trey Bensons, and I would say Charbonnet, but he hurt now.
Oh, yeah,
Charbonnet looking
yeah.
that foot injury might be serious because it just I think that foot injury. But anyway, yeah, he's in that same category where it's like he's. I think the fantasy podcast they called them a flex with benefits, to where they're not just a hand they're not just a handcuff. You can actually put them in as a flex. Like
He
you ain't
can
gotta wait.
play. Yeah,
You ain't gotta wait for the starter to get hurt. Like you can flex them in
yeah.
there. So
Yeah,
play
because
yeah.
when you getting 10 or more touches and you getting 5 yards a touch, you know what I'm saying? Like that's
With
that's play worthy
yeah
right there.
with goal line touches, I'm
With
with
the
that.
goal, yes, hey man,
Yeah.
that's that's that secret sauce right there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but outside of that defense, man, I like everything you said with the Falcons. I like it. No Ray Ray. Michael Penix is exactly like you said, man. He's going to do whatever he needs to do.
Yeah,
And this is
decent.
technically his first year. He played a few games last year, but now that they have defense, stout running game, why send him out there to throw the ball a whole bunch? It sucks for those who have Drake London. I even
Mm-hmm.
tried to buy Drake London low. Sucks to have that situation, especially Drake was going late first, early second.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I think
it is what it
yeah.
is though.
I think a lot of people had him like hopefully finishing like maybe top 5 by the end of the season.
He he helped me get a chip last year.
So
Drake was eating, boy.
oh yeah.
He
Uh-huh.
helped me.
All right, next one we got Green Bay at Cleveland. Cleveland, this is for you.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll this one out, man. For those of you who really know me, you know what I'm saying? For several years, I was a Browns fan.
Yes.
Like, I
Mm-hmm.
still was a Panthers fan, but, Madden
Yeah.
2000 had come out, and the
Everybody got
Browns were the new
yeah.
team.
Everybody
And I
got
was
like
like,
that secondary team
yeah,
and like and
yeah,
that secondary team is either like you played them on the game or like you got a favorite player on there. Like
Hmm.
usually that's how I go for the secondary team.
Yeah, man. And when you a Maddener, now I don't play Madden no more,
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah,
But
yeah,
back
yeah.
then, when you was a Maddener, you gonna know all the players. You gonna love them a little bit because you know all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Browns. It's crazy though because now my other alternate team, because I gotta have a team that I can root for to actually win the Super Bowl too.
Right, right, right.
So
I feel you on that. I feel
that's the
you.
Ravens. That's the
Okay, okay,
Ravens. So
okay.
yeah. So Panthers, Ravens, Browns. That's how I roll. But I'm a run with the Browns, man. I am not going to start Joe Flacco against the Packers. He's older. That Packers defense is dangerous.
They might hurt Flacco.
I was about to say
They
that. I
might.
don't want to put it out
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
but
They
I
might.
don't know,
They might
man.
put. They might put that Q on there. That day though.
Flacco might not finish the game, dog. Um, last week they looked terrible. And even though the Ravens defense is real and the Browns gave them a lot of what's it called? Uh what's the board, discussion board or whatever? What's it
Yeah.
with Nick Wright we talk about? You putting bulletin board.
There you go.
They
There
gave
you
him
go.
bulletin board
Shout out
material.
Nick Wright.
So yeah. So yeah, I don't like Flacco against the Packers. Judkins, hmm, I'll flex him. I'll flex Judkins,
I
man.
try to
It
trade
looks like
for him.
they get
I try to trade for him in Pook.
poop.
Yeah, I try to trade for
He's
him in Pook.
listen, man. Kevin Stefanski is like he the truth as far as drawing up them run schemes. So even though I'm flexing him this week, man, look, by like week 7, Judkins is gonna be a bona fide RB2, maybe even a low level RB1. Watch. Because he's like strong and fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got Sampson, who's more of the speed back. So I know Judkins is gonna be the chub to as Sampson's gonna be Kareem Hunt. You know what I'm saying? That's what they had a few years ago. So but yeah, even so, this week I'm flexing Judkins unless I don't have any other running backs. You know, maybe you had Aaron Jones and you're down. Now you got to put him at your RB2. Um, you got to play Jerry Judy, even though I know he's not going to do anything. But he's a wide receiver one, man. You got to play him. I'm sorry, he's not going to really produce anything because of that Packers pass rush. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can only do so much when you're getting up off the ground every other play. Um, yo, I'm not playing Fannin this week. I
Ooh,
wouldn't play Fannin.
I have him. I actually not drafted. I picked him up in waivers just because of Tyler Warren just got put on the injury designation
Oh,
board.
but Warren's just questionable, right?
Yeah, he's just questionable. That's it. But I did
Okay,
pick him
yeah. I
just in
think he's
case.
gonna
Just
play.
in case. He's just in case.
Yeah.
I think he might.
I need Warren. I need you to play, dog, and play well. Don't do the Brock Bowers. Sorry.
Ooh.
I got Brock and I got Warren all over the place, man. I need y'all to get right, man. But yeah, I'm not gonna play Fannin because of the routes he runs. He doesn't there's no like quick stuff to Fannin, you know what I'm saying? And again, quarterback's gonna be getting knocked out. Tillman, I'm not playing him. He's Judy is their possession receiver, even though he has a little speed. Tillman's the over the top guy. Ain't gonna be no over the top. Ain't gonna be no over the top. All right. So we're obviously not playing the Browns defense. Maybe you can play in Joku because he runs different kinds of routes. I wouldn't if I were you. Um, But yeah, the Browns got two people that maybe do something. That's Judkins and Judy, and a little sprinkle of Njoku, teeny tiny sprinkle.
All
Yeah,
right,
man.
let's
What you think about the cheese heads, man?
these cheese heads. Jay. So first one, Jay Love. I think Jay Love is one of those more. He's nice to watch on TV. I don't know if he's really gonna go off in fantasy. I mean, he's also one of those quarterbacks that he's gonna play what the game gives him. Like if he needs to throw for 300 yards, he's gonna throw for 300 yards. So it really just matters on like what team he's gonna be facing. So if we're talking about this week, I feel like this week might be more a run game than anything. I think they may run the score up early, possibly, and then just gonna run the rest of the way. So I don't know if Jay Love is gonna give you the type of numbers you want him. So personally, this week against the Browns, I'm going to sit him. Um, and then running backs, well, piggyback what I just said. I think they're gonna run up the score. It's not like I'm not telling you to sit him if he won't, but I'm just telling, give you an explanation of how Josh Jacobs gonna do this game. It's gonna be run heavy, so obviously you're gonna start him. Receivers, and I just kind of, we've discussed this before. There's never that really one receiver Green Bay has. It's always a committee when it comes to receivers. But I think in this week may be different because not only is Jaden Reed gone, Christian Watson has been gone, but then you got Jaden Reed with his shoulder injury, so he's gone. But also Tucker Kraft just got put on the injury list. So if that stays or if you have a feeling that he can't go with all these injuries, one of those receivers might be all right. I probably would still sit him, to be honest with you. Because if all you have is Dobbs and Golden, then you probably screwed. Like you got to have more than just Dobbs and Golden on your squad. So personally, I wouldn't
True.
start him. But if you want to take a flyer on them, I would just put the rookie out there just for the upside. Like if you just want to throw someone out there, if you want to pick between Dobbs, Golden, and Wicks, I would just go with Golden just for the heck of it, just for the upside. But that's if you had to choose between the three. If you had a choice, don't choose them at all. But I would probably stay away from all the receivers, even with the injuries. Tight ends, Tucker Kraft. He's looking to be a top three tight end, possibly two, maybe even one, because that is the only consistent receiver. And looks like watching these two games, Jordan Love, he's the only one he can trust. Like that,
And he can do it's any kind of route
it's
too.
any he's
Crap
big and
can
he can
ball, yo.
yeah he's big. He's a big boy too, big boy. So he's a definite must start. And then I think you've discussed this before. Packers is usually a team that's, as far as defense goes, is good on TV. But I think this week, I think they may be getting a few sacks and a couple of picks in this game. So
Mm-hmm.
I know the Packers are probably on the waiver. So if you're streaming defenses, kind of like how Jay said, pick up Atlanta for the week, I think you should pick up the Packers for this week.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all I got for the cheeseheads. What you got, Jay?
That sounds good, man. I'll push back a teeny tiny bit on if you got to pick one receiver, it being Golden. Now, Golden, they've obviously tried to hit him with deep touchdowns his first two games, but it's also only two targets a game. So I like Wicks, man. I like Wicks. Dobbs, I think Dobbs is like a locker room problem going back to last year. Whatever reason, Ian Love don't click. It seems like
It's
because
the
like Dobbs is
it's the
always on
helmet.
the field,
It's the
and
helmet.
they got the helmet, and
It's
it's
the
like you can
helmet.
see him,
It's the
you know where he
helmet.
is. But Wicks, man, even though it was only so like I looked at it, it said he only had 5 targets, but watching the game, it looked like he had like 8, 9 targets. Like it kept looked like it was going to Wicks. So I like Wicks, man. I even like Wicks in like a. I definitely like him in a 12 man. Definitely. Um, yeah, maybe not a 10 though. But
I
that's
don't
all I
know.
got, man.
I don't know.
Wicks
I
over
just look
Golden.
at like players like if you look at Wicks, for instance, like I feel like there's just if you look at Wicks, I just be like, man, I'd just rather go with Golden just cause. Like it ain't like a big
Because
difference that big.
whenever the
You know what I
golden
mean?
connection
Yeah.
happens, when it starts happening, it's gonna be deadly. Because like it's always a deep bomb for a touchdown. So whenever
Okay.
that happens, man, start getting you 15 points off 3 targets, boy, it's gonna be something. It's
All
gonna be
right,
something.
let's go to the
We got
next
next.
one. We got Houston at Jacksonville.
Mm. I'm gonna let you roll out first, man.
Ooh, let's roll out. I'm gonna roll out with. Let's roll out with Houston, and then let's start with Houston. Let's go start. Stroud. I'm sorry, but you not starting him anywhere. No flex, no deep, no nothing, bro. It's just he sucked. He sucked. Um, he
Don't
sucked.
say that.
He don't suck,
let's,
but you know what
let's,
I mean, man. Like
let's look at that though. Last year he was bad for fantasy. This year it's looking like he's bad.
he bad
Um,
everywhere.
yeah.
He bad everywhere. But
I
yeah.
won't say suck though, cause we got some quarterbacks that suck. He ain't one of those.
But yeah,
Yeah.
man, I don't know. I'm not starting Stroud anywhere. I'm honestly staying away from him pretty much anywhere. At this point, he's kind of just like a fill-in. Any of your players get hurt, just go ahead and put him in there, and then just pray. Um, Running backs, their line is pretty horrible. You kind of led to it yesterday. Nick Chubb's touchdown last week. If you watch the game, it was a clear open lane. He ain't have to work for it.
He
He
didn't
ain't
do
have to
nothing.
work for it. I could have ran that thing in. Like it was so like if you watch because I know sometimes people be like, oh, like dang, he got like 15, but then when you look at it, it's like, yo, he kind of ran that
Mhm.
in kind of clean. They didn't even touch him. It was a miscommunication type thing. So it's like,
Mhm.
like I don't want to put too much on it. Even though when I try to trade him, I try to trade him such as, he went off. Like he broke away for
Yeah,
that
buddy.
touchdown, boy. It looked like he looked like third year chub. Like
Hey.
yeah, yeah.
Hey,
I
you gotta
trade him.
sell it, man. You
Yeah,
gotta sell it.
I try to trade him like he broke that tackle, like like pre-injury Chubb. You feel me? That's pre-injury Chubb. But anyway, it looks like he's gonna have a good workload. And if you watch the game, he had like two targets, and he caught that really long one. So he is very flex worthy, maybe RB3 with RB2 upside type of thing. Because if you watch, Damian Pierce got no burn, and I think that rookie running back he only had like 3 touches to like Chubb's 13 or 15 or something. So pretty much Chubb has declared to be the number one back in there. The only thing you got to worry about is if, for one, is the line, and then two, Stroud and Nico Collins got to get it together if you want Chubb to eat a little bit more. If that passing game is not there, if Nico Collins can't be Nico Collins like we can, they're just gonna, they already got a bad line. So if you combine that with Stroud and Nico Collins not putting in work, that's just gonna spell trouble for Chubb, especially with his age and injury thing. But I mean, I do have him starting as a flex in a 10-man, in a 3 wide receiver 10-man. So I mean, at this point, he may be just touchdown dependent. You know what I mean? So, but I would
Yeah,
start him
most
as a
likely.
flex, though. I would start him as a flex. I have him as a flex, and then as
Side question.
uh
Side
oh,
question here.
uh oh,
So I've
go
got
ahead.
Chubb right in the nasty. I got
Okay,
Chubb in the
okay.
nasty because he was just sitting there.
Yeah, he's just
Uh,
sitting there.
It was just he was just sitting there like round 12 or something silly. So I took Chubb. I have Marvin Harrison Jr. and DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift going against Dallas, but he's questionable. Marvin Harrison Jr. going against San Francisco. And I got Chubb on the bench. What do you think?
I sat Marvin Harrison in all my leagues, and I went high on him. I sat him. I think if DeAndre Swift was healthy, you play him. Depends on how hurt. I think you play him. And who was the third one? Chubb, right?
That's it. So it's
Chubb.
Swift and
Oh,
Harrison, and then I
Chubb.
got Chubb on the
Okay.
bench. Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, I wherever I got Chubb, he's starting.
I
If
mean, I got Quentin Johnston on that team.
I'm starting him over him too. Or
You starting Chubb over Johnston?
no, no,
Yeah.
no. I don't know because I like how. Well, maybe.
That big playability, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. It look,
I was
yeah.
listening to somebody the other day. Sorry to sidetrack y'all. I was
You
listening to
good? You
somebody the other
good?
day who was talking about how there's just no way that Johnston won't get a deep pass every week that
Yeah,
probably would be a touchdown because you
that's
have to focus on Lad. You have to focus on Keenan. You got the run game, even though it didn't look great this past Monday night. It's still there. Um, Herbert can get away. Like Johnson gonna be open. So I guess I gotta agree with you. Johnson over Chubb, right? Is that what you
Yeah,
were saying?
that's what I said. Yeah, and
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 definitely
then
Johnson over Marvin Harrison.
yeah, because I think
Well, thank you.
they're going against Broncos defense, and I think Pat Surtain is going to travel wherever LeConkey or Keelan Allen going to go. So that's
Yeah.
just yeah.
That, all right. Well, I sidetracked you.
It's
You
all
said
good. It's all good.
you gonna roll Chubb in the flex.
Yeah, we're gonna roll
And
Chubb in the flex. Every other running back. I just said you see Damien. I think everybody was at the beginning of the season. They were thinking Damian Pierce was gonna get a few, but I think if look, he hasn't got any burn. That rookie burning back, I think got 3 touches last game. Like I said, so you don't really
yeah,
got to worry
Marks.
about anybody's any running back eating into Chubb's workload unless Joe Mixon magically. But I think he's out for the season. I think he's done for the season.
I do too.
Those reports don't look good. Like they don't even have.
Yeah.
It got updated yesterday, and it said there's still no timetable. So I don't. Yeah, he may be done for
Yeah.
good. And then
Yeah.
receivers, Nico Collins. You had that nice touchdown last week. That was pretty. That was pretty nice. But anyway, he's a must start. He's their number one wide receiver. A lot of people had him possibly going top 3 by the end of the season, but it doesn't look like it's going to. Um, and then other wide receivers, you got Christian Kirk coming back, but I honestly probably would fade everybody else on this team except Nico Collins at your wide receiver 1 and Chubb as your RB2. Their defense is pretty good, but their defense isn't really fantasy defense. Their defense is more for in real life. And then
Yeah.
Dalton Schultz, I'd probably sit him too. He's probably a tight end that you would probably just fill in if like Tyler Warren gets hurt or if Tyler Warren is out this week or something like that. Whoever else is hurt as a tight end. But that's
Yeah.
all I got.
Schultz,
That's all I got for
he's,
Houston.
I agree with it. Yep, I agree with it. It sucks. The Nico Collins situation sucks, man. I expected him to be coming out here like JSN, just 20s everywhere.
JSN was someone that I
It's
faded
not happening.
hard, man. I faded hard, bro.
I got him in one league. Fred. Fred
Yeah,
kept talking about him all season, and we got one league.
man. In my
Yeah, the super flex league I have. I
uh
went
huh,
ahead and snatched him up, and I'm 2-0. That's my only 2-0 league, man. So to all my
man.
haters out there, it ain't starting out great, but it's gonna be great.
Man, in the
You know
poop
who you
league,
are.
in the 3 wide receiver poop league, Fred got damn neighbors.
Fred is dangerous.
He got neighbors, CD, and JSN in the 3 wide receiver league.
It
Get
is
out of here.
ugly. And he said every league I got him in, he either has neighbors or Amin Ra. And there's one league where he has both of them. And I don't even know how that's possible. Um, Fred went receiver heavy everywhere, and it seems to be working. I like to have one beast at running back, man. I'm gonna have to probably come off of that next year and
Mm-hmm.
just go
Yeah, I've
heavy
been waiting.
receiver.
Next game, we got Cincinnati at Minnesota.
Who you got?
Man, I'm gonna go with Cincinnati just cause I got 2 players from there on the same team. And then when we got Joe Burrow with the news that he was out, that he is gonna be out for a minimum of 3 months. That's pretty much the whole season, the whole fantasy
That's
season.
the season because they
So
ain't playing past December.
they not playing past December. So we got Jake Browning, which is actually someone I'm in an auction. No, I'm not in an auction league, but it's the way they do the waivers. I dropped it's $150. 150 I think at the start of the season. I dropped 51 on that mug because it's a super flex league. And my only quarterbacks are Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson. So I dropped 51 on that mug and I got him. But anyway, I didn't really watch the games last year where not the last year, but the last. But he played pretty good, did he not? I think the only thing you got to worry about him is
Yeah,
picks. That's it, I
he played.
think.
He played well.
But
He
I
played
would
well.
I would actually probably start him, especially with the team he got. You know what I mean? Like if this was a team that didn't have a Chase, not a Chase Brown, a Jamar Chase and a T Higgins. But like Jay Browning is good enough to get them involved and for himself to be fantasy irrelevant as well. Like Jamar Chase and T Higgins will make Jake Browning fantasy relevant. So
Yeah,
I will. I would actually. I would probably start him even in an everyday thing, especially in a super flex. Like I just said, I bought him in a super flex, so I would probably start him. Go running backs.
just to, just a caveat, if we go back to 2023, when that what was like randomly he had like a ankle injury and then all of
Yeah,
a sudden his
yeah,
hand was broke or something on a Thursday night. I had him on
yeah.
my team. Jake Browning, for so out of 7 weeks of play, he was top 10 QB.
There you go.
2 of those weeks he was QB4, and then he was 8, 8, 9, and then he had 21, 23, and 18, whatever. One of those was against Baltimore. Another one was against two of the other bad ones were against Cleveland. I mean, Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh's defense was crazy that year.
Ooh,
Um, that was the year Pittsburgh pretty much like had nobody and they still made the playoffs. So Jake Browning, he's official, man.
you
He's
official.
official. I don't think that takes them to the playoffs where Joe Burrow can come back and do anything, but I think it makes the receivers continue to stay relevant in fantasy because we see what's going on with JJ up there in Minnesota. It matters who's throwing the ball. Um, I like Jake. You're right.
Yeah.
I had to just make sure y'all understood.
There
You
you
ain't just
go.
pulling something out the air. Had to put some numbers on that.
Nah.
Um, all right, go ahead. Who you got with the running back?
Chase Brown, he's obviously an automatic start. The only I will get into with this Jake Browning thing, the only like this is just for moving forward, not just for this game particularly. With Chase Brown, the only thing I worry about him is for the rest of the season again, not just for this game. Is he gonna get the check downs that Joe Burrow was giving him? That's the
Yeah,
only probably concerning thing about him because he was a beast in PPR. He gonna get some targets. The only thing is Jake Brown ain't gonna throw to him as much as Joe Burrow did. Now this is just for the rest of the season type thing. But yes, you're gonna go ahead and start him, and then just to finish it out because I don't know if you're gonna start Gazeki or Noah Fan or anybody, but you're definitely gonna start Jamar Chase and T Higgins. The stack. You know,
period.
And they're the best
Point
players.
blank,
So
period.
and those are the best players. So Jake Brown is gonna look to them all the time now. So
Yeah,
because they're yeah,
yeah. T gonna
but
be open all the time.
all the time.
um, I had something to say towards that. Oh yeah. So is it sell time on Chase Brown? Try
That's
to catch
exactly
somebody
yeah.
slipping.
I've been reading a lot of
Somebody who
things
had a
again.
Aaron Jones or
Yeah, who got that?
someone who foolishly had Eckler as their RB2.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you had Charbonnet as
Yeah,
your RB2.
or if you want to tackle or if you want to tackle the ones that was hoping to that drafted those rookie running backs as their RB1 or 2, like Omari Hampton,
Yo,
Genty, R.J.
man,
Harvey. Tackle those players right there, the ones that wanted those rookies as their RB1. Because I know people took Amari Hampton in third round. I think I might have in one league.
bruh,
So
I took Amari as my RB1 in so many leagues.
exact,
Only leagues that I
yeah.
have him
So
on that I didn't take him as my RB1, I had Genty as my RB1. And some I got Genty with Hampton. I'm kicking myself right now,
yeah, dude,
man.
these rookie so like Jade said, like Chase Brown, you can probably sell him to one of those league members right there, rookie running backs or those Aaron Jones owners, like you said, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, sell time. Um, all right, man.
All
So
right,
Vikings,
ball
right?
Minnesota.
Uh, we got Carson Wentz coming to town. We're not starting him, guys. I think they also signed. Didn't they also sign Desmond Ritter?
Yeah, let me tell you something though. I'm not
Um,
starting Carson Wentz, but he going off. He going off.
you, you
Just
think
that
so?
game. Just that game.
Oh,
Just
okay.
that game. Just that
Okay.
game. But he going off just that game. I'm not starting him just because of the risk. But I mean, I'm saying that if you see like a 25 bomb from him beside his name, don't be surprised. Because this might just be the one time thing where he's like, yo, like I'm going off. Cincinnati bad. He got to run the score up somehow. So like so I feel like just this game alone, he might just go off. Just this game though. The next game if he play, he gonna do bad. It's just this game alone, he might. He
This one,
might.
this one
Yeah.
gonna fool everybody. This gonna have
Yeah.
y'all spending y'all fab money.
Yeah. This go. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. 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 This is it right here. This is whoever. Yeah. This is
For
it.
anybody with Jaden Daniels because his season his next month seems to be a toss up. They
Yeah.
acting like he ain't gonna play, and now they won't guarantee it. And it's like, all right, so y'all gonna trot out the hurt dude, a la Robert Griffin? That's what y'all
Mm-hmm.
gonna do? Don't do it.
Oh, actually,
Let's sit that man
actually,
down.
yeah, actually,
Let's
what
sit
you
him
call
down.
it? There's a league. Speaking of, we're going to sidebar real quick. Speaking of Jaden Daniels, I'm in a 12 man league, and the owner of Jaden Daniels is hurt. So he offered me. He wanted. I have Caleb Williams and Drake May. He's trying to get Drake May from me, and if I offered him a trade, I think he's thinking about it. But like because I already have Caleb Williams, I think I can float with him for a while. Because I think he wants my Drake May. I'm trying to trade Drake May straight up for Jaden Daniels and see how that rolls. Because he needs a quarterback. It's a 12 man, so there ain't no quarterbacks left on that bench. So he desperate. And Jaden Daniels look like he's gonna be out this week and maybe the next week. They gonna take his time with him. So he's
Yeah,
in like one of
yeah,
those like my back is against the wall type thing. So I'm hoping he takes that trade because I got Caleb Williams just afloat if he does accept that trade until when Jaden Daniels comes back. If needed, I'm gonna add Chubb to it because I do have a lot of running backs. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, go ahead.
you shouldn't have to. If he's the one offering you the straight up,
Oh,
or are
that's
you
if
thinking
he
about
no
offering
no no
him the
no no.
straight up?
That's if he denies it. If he denies now, if he
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
that's if he wants to come back with something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good, man. Except so like for this year, and that's not a dynasty league. So for this year though, I think I would rather send Caleb than Drake because look at it. The Jets defense is not what we thought it would be.
But then he
The
don't want
Bills
Caleb. That's the
defense.
problem. He don't want
Oh, he
Caleb.
don't want Caleb.
No, he don't
Oh,
want
okay.
Caleb.
Well,
Yeah, he don't
that's
want
yeah. It
Caleb.
is what it is.
Yeah, yeah, he
It
don't
is
want
what it
Caleb.
is.
Yeah,
Then.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because Drake, man, he's probably about to have a pretty solid year. I think Drake's
I
gonna finish
he was someone I was
like
high on. He was someone I was high
yeah,
on, bro. He was
yeah.
someone I
And
was high
again,
on.
this is because of the defenses he's facing.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason. Like I wouldn't want Drake just yet in a dynasty because we know the Jets coming. Next year that defense should be back to where it was. The Bills always gonna get their defense right, even though it's rough right now. Patriots defense getting ready to be dangerous. I mean, Patriots. Oh yeah, they got the Dolphins, so they don't matter. But the Bills and the Jets versus Drake, that could be something. But yeah, I mean, I think yeah, I hope he takes that trade, man, because if you good with Caleb, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
like I
and
said,
then Jaden come
he
back
just
in
gonna
2, 3
float.
weeks,
Yeah, that's exactly. That's it.
boy,
That's it. That's all I'm
I ain't
asking
got
for.
no Jaden Daniels, none. And I just like we saw what Baker did the other night. Jaden got that in him too, man. He just don't talk
Yeah,
trash.
he
Like
just don't.
he a dog too, man. Like that Monday night game. Like he was clearly why he's hurt now.
Yes,
He was
sir.
clearly like it was a Thursday night, my bad.
Yeah.
They crushed him back there, the Packers, and he was like, "Bump it, man. I'm coming right back on the field." Like, no. So I'll rock with Jaden. Hopefully your boy will accept that. That's gonna catapult you, man. That's gonna catapult you real nice. Um, Go ahead. Who else you got? That was so we said no for. Oh, it's on me.
Yes, sir.
It's on
Minnesota.
me.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. So no for Carson Wentz. That was a long way away from that, right? No for Carson Wentz. I am starting Jordan Mason now.
Yeah, you
He
called
probably ain't
it.
gonna put up no numbers. He ain't gonna put up no numbers this week because I don't think they know the proper run scheme for him
For
yet.
him yet,
Even
because
though it is
he's a very complete opposite runner of Aaron Jones.
complete, and you could
Very.
tell from the
Yeah.
last game that they played, like they got him running
Yeah, you can tell
the
that there's
spreads and
yeah.
the zone, and they got him doing this stuff. Nah, man, put a fullback in there if you have to, or send a tight end in motion, run that thing up the middle, man, and he gonna eat. That's what you got to do. That's how he's gonna do it with him. Um, He's not really good at catching it in the flat either. So I think this week it won't be well, but I still got to start him. RB1 with the Vikings team where they can throw the ball to JJ or Hawk, even though they haven't been doing that. The running backs you gotta start them just in case. I'm starting Hawkinson. I can't think back. There was Carson Wentz. Who was his tight end back with the Eagles? Was it Zach Ertz?
Who are we talking about again?
Carson Wentz is going to be the quarterback for the Vikings.
Yeah,
So I'm trying to think. Was Ertz with Carson back then? I think so.
yeah,
And
he
Ertz was a
was.
beast
Yeah.
back then. So we got to start Hawkinson. Hawkinson hasn't had a first. He hasn't started the season like I thought he would, especially with JJ. I mean, yeah, JJ McCarthy being the quarterback. I figured, and with Addison being out, I figured Hawkinson was going to be like the tight end at least three for the first 3 weeks with Addison being gone, but he isn't. But I'm still gonna start him with Carson Wentz. You gotta start your first round draft pick, Justin Jefferson. Even, I mean, again, we're moving from McCarthy to Wentz, so JJ might go off. He might drop a 40.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because Carson Wentz, he got no conscience. He gonna just throw that thing
Yeah,
and
he
just
might.
wish you hit
Yeah,
it.
he might drop. Yeah,
And just
so
wish you
yep.
there.
We trotting JJ on out there. I know all you JJ owners are going to be very excited because the first 2 weeks have not been that.
Ooh, is he another trade candidate? Are you
I don't think anybody's silly enough.
silly enough
I was
yet?
only able to get him. I was able to trade for him 1 year, and that was when he had that hammy for like 10 weeks,
Yeah, yeah.
and
And he
a
still
team
had a
was
great
slipping.
season. Still had a great
He
season.
did. He did. That's why it was so hard for me to get him away
Yeah.
from it. It was in a 32 team league, man, and I had hmm, Ayuk and
Ayukin.
I think DK. And I went ahead and traded DK for JJ and had to sit for like two. I was beasting though. I had McCaffrey. I was killing him that year. So I went ahead, I got JJ on the steal, but unfortunately his first game back was my first round of playoffs and he did nothing. And then that second game back, that fool had like a 30.
Woo.
JJ, man, you can't just. It's hard to steal him from somebody, man, because you know what he can do. You can try.
Like
You don't know unless you
let's
try,
say
but I don't think anybody's gonna do that.
let's just create a fun trade scenario. Let's say if they're 0-2, you got Justin Jefferson. Obviously, like you said, we know what he's capable of, but with the quarterback situation and the way or the how many points and how many times he was targeted with the first two games, you're panicking 0-2. What would be like a suffice trade offer for you if you had Justin Jefferson in that situation? 0-2, quarterback unknown, not even breaking 16 points the first two games, and you had him like third overall probably. Like what?
Maybe,
Obviously, he's
maybe
probably not gonna
Devontae Adams, maybe,
like
but I'd
what.
be scared to give that up from what I just saw last week. But
Okay,
maybe
okay.
Devontae Adams. Obviously not Malik Neighbors, right?
Yeah,
Not
yeah, we're
Jamar
talking. Yeah, yeah.
Chase.
It may have to be
Um,
like a wide receiver two with wide receiver one upside with like a RB two with like a 2-for-1 type deal.
mm-hmm,
You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Something like that. Like you said, maybe like
Yeah,
a who, like a Adams and Amari and Hampton, maybe something like you know what I mean? Something similar to that.
yeah, yeah.
Where
You would have to pay. You would
yeah,
have
like
to
something.
pay.
I'm just trying to create like a fun scenario if you were like if your
Um,
back was against the wall and you panicking, like yo, I gotta, something like that. Just a little fun thought.
maybe Debo.
Yeah,
Debo,
something
because
like
even
that.
though he is listed as the wide receiver too, he's the one right now. So it'd be like, all right, I got a playmaker.
You
Um,
know, just something fun
yeah,
to play
me
with.
personally at 0-2, shucks, man, we could be 0-4. I don't think
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
trading
That's I
JJ.
wouldn't. I probably still wouldn't
I
do it.
don't. I just
Yeah,
because when it gets down to like week 10 and he out there dragging his nuts across the field, and it's like, dang, man, my squad nice, but it would have been over the top. It would have been guaranteed chip with JJ.
yes, sir. Alrighty.
Like, but yeah, that's all I got, man. You're not starting Jalen Naylor unless you in a 20 or up, and I don't even think I got him in on the 20,
Mm.
maybe a 32. But I wouldn't start Jalen Naylor, especially since it's not Kirk Cousins throwing the ball. Even Sam Darnold couldn't really connect with Naylor. So that's all I got, man. JJ and Jordan Mason, except for the fact that I don't think they're going to produce this week.
Yeah.
Mason.
Yes, sir.
JJ should do something. Who's next?
All right, man. So before we get, I ain't gonna hold you, Jay. I'm gonna try to speed this up. We've done five.
Okay,
I needed to go grocery shop. I didn't think we'd be on. I mean, we done
my bad.
5 games. No, it ain't your fault. My fault too. But like we've been over an hour. It's 5 games in. Like I wanted to go grocery shopping and do clothes before the game. It's already almost 8.
Oh,
Yeah,
ooh,
so I didn't think it was gonna be on. But yeah, let's. I'm gonna try to speed this up. I'm gonna try to do less description and just more players because
I
I think
like it.
yeah. So bear with me, chat. Like yeah, we gonna be on for 3 hours if we keep going this route because we've only done five
Yeah.
games. It's been an hour. We have one, two, and I gotta work in the morning. I gotta work at 6:30. So one, two, three,
Let's
four,
skip the
five, six.
Sunday night and the Monday night games,
Skip
and let's
Sunday,
hit them with those
okay.
later. Let's skip the
Bet, bet,
Sunday night and Monday game. Yeah.
bet. So next we got Pittsburgh at New England. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take Pittsburgh side with this one. With Aaron Rodgers, we seen. I knew that first game was fake. We already like that first game was really, and it was against his old team. Like you always gonna want to stick it up to your old team, no matter how old you
Yeah.
are, or no matter how
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So that was fake. I'm not starting him. So we'll get that out the way. Jalen Warren, he looked like he might be a little something this year, man. He big strong guy, big boy, man. He running down like a bowling ball, yo. He might be a legit top 7 running back by the time this season's over. Because like I just said with Aaron Rodgers, that thing is fake. So I think Aaron Rodgers is going to use the Jalen Warren a lot. And it looks like, anybody that has Keldon Johnson, I know y'all mad. I know y'all mad. I'm not mad because I don't have him. So then it,
I got him on two teams.
dang. And then they look, he's even relieved of his return duty. So he's not playing anymore, bruh. They're not even letting him return anymore, bruh.
In the second week,
In
and
the
that's why
second
I thought he would be good to have in the stats. Is like at least I'm getting return points. But
Ooh, we got a
no,
question. What up, Ved Patel? Should I start Shakir or Higgins? Which Higgins we talking about? Jay Higgins or T Higgins?
okay, good question. Actually, it's not.
It'd probably be. I'm assuming T Higgins
If
because
it's
yeah,
T,
yeah,
you
yeah.
start in T, and
Well,
if it's the Higgins off Texas, you
okay.
start in Shakir.
It's T
Shakir
T
is a walking 10.
T
Oh no,
Higgins.
you start in T. You start in T.
T Higgins. We starting T.
You start in T, and you ain't even thinking twice.
There you go. We got one. Shout out to the question. Shout out Ved Patel. So
Appreciate
that's
that.
Kenneth Gainwell. I would go in a deep league 14 because they are utilizing him a little bit. Not even a little bit,
Yeah.
enough to where you can start him in
He
a deep
plays.
league.
Yeah.
Yep.
14 or more though. Yeah, 14 or more.
Mm-hmm. And then as the receivers, I mean, honestly, you can probably, I mean, the other receivers, it would just probably be matchup wise or depending how deep a league you're in. But with Metcalf, you kind of just have to send him out there. I mean, he's decent. He's definitely not really doing up to his expectations, but he is giving you double digits. He just basically has like that wide receiver one upside, but he's really a wide receiver two.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for
he's
sure. For
he's really
sure.
a wide receiver too. He just has that
Really
upside.
is.
And then as far as tight ends go, if you have anybody hurt, I mean, you can fire up Fryermuth or Johnu Smith. They're both just, just gotta hope they get a touchdown eventually. But I probably wouldn't start them out outright unless you have injuries. I would probably play players like Fannin over him, or even
Hmm.
Njoku, whatever other players. And then that's pretty much it. I don't know if their defense ain't as very it sucks this season. They're not good at all compared to what they were in the past. So we staying away from them. And then I think that's pretty much for Pittsburgh. Really nothing, man. Really just a running game. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. A la Jalen Warren too. Not no
Mm-hmm.
nobody else. Well, I'm Gainwell.
Yeah.
Patriots, you rolling Drake out there.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
you
Mister
gonna
Yes,
roll him out there
sir.
with
Hey,
confidence.
Jay, that
If you got Drake and Caleb on your squad, let's see who Caleb got. Cause I this is
Dallas.
me,
He got
y'all.
Dallas. He
This is
got
me.
Dallas. He got Dallas.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Other than Caleb this week because he got Dallas, you got to roll Drake out there though
Cause we
because
looking
he's
at it.
just
We
getting
looking
better
at
and
another.
better.
We looking at another 30 bomb this week.
It's coming.
Is
It's
yep.
coming. He gonna have like 50 yards rushing. You know what I'm
He
saying? He
can
gonna
scoop. He
find
can scoop.
Demar Douglas or
Mm-hmm.
who's the other cat? Butte. He gonna be
Butte.
finding them just open for no reason.
He's an aggressive
Um,
quarterback too. He's very
you
aggressive.
rolling with Drake.
Yeah.
Period. Uh,
Uh
this is
oh.
where it gets
This
difficult.
I was about to say this might be the tough one a little bit right here. This one might be the I don't know.
Even though I picked up Stevenson in one of my leagues, I think I'm about to have to drop him anyway because I don't have a defense no more.
Oh.
Um, you all right? 14 teams or higher. You're obviously going to start Henderson and you're going to start Stevenson. But let's be realistic. Everybody's playing in a 10-team league, maybe a 12. Um, I hope you have three running backs better than Stevenson and better than Henderson because even though and the Steelers aren't good against the run. They're
They're
not.
not.
But I don't know who's going to get the ball. I don't know who's going to break a big play and then get the rest of his touches. It's too scary. Now, if you got both of them on your team, if you drafted your handicap and your other uh, let's say you got one flex league, and all you got is a beast at running back and a beast at receiver, and then you kind of scrambling from there. Then I will start both of them. I will put one at my RB2 and the other at my flex. I would do that confidently. But if you have pieces to fill your team out and you're wondering, should I play one of these running backs? Don't do it because you don't know who's going to get the ball. Again, Steelers ain't good against the run this year, but you don't know which one of them going to get the ball. Who's going to piss coach off on Saturday walkthrough? You don't know what's going to happen. So don't play them if you don't have to. Um, Extenuating circumstances. Let's just say that it just depends. Just depends. Exceptions or whatever. Uh, Hunter Henry's decent, but I don't want to start him. Um, Stephon Diggs is picking up his snap percentage each week, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I'm
I
gonna
think
start him either.
I wonder. I would like to think that he may be like real fantasy relevant. Maybe after like game like 7. Like maybe after their
I
bye.
agree.
Maybe like after their bye week. I think that's when you can like roll them out for like 15 plus a week. I think after their bye
Yeah,
week because he literally like I feel like they're just easing him in right now and
yeah.
like they're balling enough to where like he doesn't have to go full out like Stephon Diggs. Like I don't think he has
Yeah.
that capability anymore because he's older,
I don't
but
either. Yeah.
but he can be like, but just wait a little bit because they're just not letting him go right now. He just got hurt,
Hmm.
and if you look at like even though he's not 100% to where he's at, like you're still choosing him over some players on this squad. So just wait till after the bye week. I think he's gonna be a little better than what he is right now, especially with Drake May
Hmm.
going off. So like it's there. Just wait a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So as far as like pass catchers from the Patriots, I don't really like them either. Um, like the targets, they're like flip flop from each week. So I don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's
another
kind
Packer
of
situation.
not exactly another Packers. They don't have that dominant one.
Hmm. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got for the Pats, man.
The
That's it. You
Patriots.
Drake May, and if you have to play the running backs, you stack them or you don't play them.
Yeah, I was about to say you don't want to just hope one of them. You play both of them because you know one of
You
them
gotta
gonna
play
do
them both.
something.
Yeah,
One of them gonna do
yeah,
something.
yeah.
One of them
One of
gonna
them
do
gonna do
something.
something. One of them is gonna have 80 yards.
One of them.
All right, whether that's on the ground
That's
and through the air, one of them gonna have 80.
that's the point of the
Period.
stack. Don't be thinking too much of the
Yeah,
stack.
yeah. When if I stack them, if together my players give me 15 points, I'm happy
All right.
for that stack. Who you got next?
Ooh, next we got a good one. I like this game a lot. I think if I can watch this game, I'll watch it. We got the Rams at Philly.
Ooh, rematch.
We got the
NFC
Rams
Championship,
at Philly.
divisional round.
Hmm
Hey man, what you roll it?
I'm
Who you
gonna
going?
roll out. Well, let's go out with LA first. The Rams, we got Matty Staffy. We are gonna stay away from this guy for a little bit for right now. I don't know if I would start Matty Staffy in any leagues right now. Like I feel like you nah, it's funny because when you look at like the roster's points, you'd be like, man, Matty must have scored like 25. But when you look at the numbers, he really ain't scored 25. He scored like
It's
six.
crazy.
Yeah, he scored
I
like
was about to
six.
say we having like a 13,
Yeah.
14. It's like
Cause,
how?
yeah, because Puka got like 30 that one week, and Devontae got 30 that one week, and you look at his numbers, he got like 15. I
It
understand.
doesn't make no sense, man.
But yeah, so Stafford gonna sit him. Kyron Williams, he's a yards and touchdown guy. He gonna get all of it, yards, touchdowns daily, pretty much. He hasn't really, first two games ain't too crazy, but we know he gets there. We know he's gonna be getting all the touches. I mean, he's guaranteed like 18 a game, which is most for a lot of running backs. And then so he's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be out there. You're not gonna be playing one else. Puka Nakua, Devontae Adams must start. You saw Adams go off. Shit. Matter of fact, they combined for like 45 last week. I think Puka had
They
like
did.
22. Adams had like 30. So yeah, you're gonna play both of them. Puka Nakua, automatic wide receiver one. Devontae Adams, high end two with one
He's
ceiling.
a one.
He's a one right
He's
now.
one.
He's still a one. Okay,
He's a
he's still
one.
okay. Okay.
And you know, it really ticks me off because months ago you asked me who's the wide receiver that's gonna be eating and gonna slide. Devontae. And then this whole Matt Stafford back broke stuff, man, just messed me up because
Mm-hmm.
Garoppolo's trash. I don't know who else was going to be, and now here go Matt Stafford out here just fine, fine and dandy. I could have had Devontae in like 6 leagues. I got him in zero.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much
Daggone.
it. And then tight ends go. I mean, I would probably, me personally, I'll stay away from him. But if you got injuries, I mean, he did score like 7 or 8 points last week. You can throw Tyler Higbee in there if someone like Jawan Johnson's not on the board. If someone already took him, someone already took Fannin, someone already took everybody, you can probably put him in there. But me personally, I probably still wouldn't. Defense, nah, because Barkley gonna run them all over him like last time. So yeah, I think that's it for the
That's
Rams.
good.
The triple, yeah, that's
It's
it for the
spot
Rams.
on.
Just the wide
Spot
receivers
on,
and
man.
running back.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. If you have Rams defense, you have to bench them this week, just like you said, man. The Eagles gonna do something. People been talking about them all week, so I really agree. Eagles. So this sucks, right? I got Jalen Hurts on one team, and it's like you have to start him from where you drafted him, but this really is not the game to start Jalen Hurts, but you have to because he's your quarterback. So you're gonna have to start Jalen Hurts, but temper your expectations, y'all. I'm looking for a 12. All right, 12 or 13. I'll be very happy if he puts a 25 out there. But I'm not expecting it, not holding my breath. You obviously starting Saquon Barkley. Eventually, not right now, but just to forewarn y'all, they're gonna do something with Tank Bigsby. He's gonna get some touches because he's not a scrub, right? He almost took Travis Etienne's job last year. He's nowhere near Saquon, but he's good. But not this week. So just Saquon for running backs. Because of where you drafted AJ Brown, you got to roll him out there. This could be the week that he goes off. Hopefully for you AJ Brown managers. Devontae Smith, you should not have drafted him high. And if you have two solid receivers and two solid or three solid running backs, then roll your three running backs out there. Don't play Smith this week. He could go off. He could catch a long bomb. It's too far fetched. The Rams have a solid pass rush. Um, I just don't know. I just don't know about that. Uh, I'm gonna start Goddard because he's just one of the better tight ends in the league, and I am I'm not gonna start the Eagles defense. I'm gonna go try to get the Falcons or the Niners or the Seahawks if they're available. Perhaps the Buccaneers. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to start the Eagles defense either. Um, Any pushback on those?
Nah, not really. Pretty much agree with everything.
Who we got next?
We do got a question though from Nani. Appreciate you tuning in, but his that question, Lad, Garrett, Dunze, DK, and Ibuka. Pick 3 for PPR.
Is that? Do you have all of those players,
That's what he said. Maybe Lad,
bro?
Garrett,
Is that an 8-team
Dunze,
league?
DK, Ibuka. Let me get in there and take y'all
Um,
money.
for real, bro. That's crazy. All right, one more time. Lad, Egbuka, Garrett Wilson,
Yeah, Dunze and DK.
and a Doozy. Dog, how? All right, to answer your question, a Dunze, McConkey, Egbuka.
Ibuka's hurt. He hasn't practiced, so I
He
don't know if that.
is, but I gotta try them out there.
It's true. And
Garrett
Garrett, he's
Wilson,
gonna have
we
Tyrod
know
Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's gonna have Tyrod
I don't
Taylor.
know, man. And then DK's got. I guess you could, if you're feeling scared, do DK over Egbuka. But I like Book, man. Yeah, he's got the questionable. What is it? A shoulder or something?
I don't know. I
Let's
can't remember.
see. He does have the questionable, but I don't care. I'm rolling him out there. Even with a bad game last week, your boy still
Yeah,
put
I'm about
up
to say the
points.
opportunities were there. He just missed a couple of
Yeah.
catches. So
Yeah, he did. He missed a touchdown.
yeah, he missed a touchdown. So
I like him, man. It's a hip groin. Damn. Excuse my language. But I'm still rolling with that.
he's on a touchdown streak right now too. So
Yeah, I'm putting him out there over DK, man, because
okay,
DK is pretty much gonna give you 12 points.
okay, yeah, like we talked about earlier, they running the ball down there for the most part. It looks like.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there you go, Nani. There go your answer right there. Appreciate you asking that question. All
And
right.
please answer our question. That's an 18 league, right? We'll look at the
Oh
comments
yeah.
later. It has to be an 18. 18.
All right. Next game, we got the Jets at the Bucks. Oh, perfect timing. There you go. We were just talking about.
I'll take the
Garrett.
Jets, man. I know you don't want the Jets, so I'll
Nah,
take them.
go
It'll be
ahead.
quick and easy too. I can't babble too much with this one. We not rolling out Tyrod Taylor. Obviously, we're gonna roll Brees Hall out there. Even though the Bucks are good against the run, we're gonna roll Brees out there and just you drafted him high. You gotta play him. If you got a stat with Brees and Braylon, this would be the week to play them because they're not going to be able to throw the ball. And you got to play Garrett Wilson, though. He's shown for 3 or 4 years, however long he's been in the league, that it doesn't matter his quarterback. He's playable. You're going to have to suffer through some 9s and some 11s, but he's playable. You got to play him, and you took him high. What is it, Ruckert or something like that, the tight end? I will, whoever the starting tight end is, I'm going to play him because it's Tyrod Taylor. And that's it. We're obviously not playing their defense. So, yeah, we got Brees and Braylon and Garrett Wilson. Brees, Braylon, if you have both of them. Brees, no matter what, and Garrett Wilson. And a tight end.
There you go.
Whoever he is. Easy money.
Easy.
Hopefully you don't have no Jets on your team and you don't have to worry about it. I got Garrett on the nasty, and it's already looking like damn.
Brees Hall, he took y'all a little bit.
He will, yeah.
But we got the Bucks next. We are definitely sending out the dog out there known as Baker Mayfield. He that dog. He for real that dog. He's the must
How the
start.
F is he not questionable right now?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Yeah, man. He's like a rough runner. You know what I mean? Like he runs into him. He want that contact. Like he's looking for it.
Baker gonna make me go buy one of them old Panther Baker Mayfield jerseys. That's what's getting ready to happen.
You better go to TJ Maxx because you know they out there. TJ Maxx, Ross, all them places. You know they out there. Get it for about $15 with that clearance tag on there.
It's about to happen, yo.
It's out there. I know they there. Get for about 15.
I cannot wear a Buccaneers jersey.
And you know it's about to be like a 3XL.
You put it over the hoodie. I get the
Yeah.
hoodie and I put the
Yo, it's
jersey
about to
on
be a
over there.
big one that nobody can wear for $15. Oh shoot. But anyway,
Shout out to Ross PJ Maxx.
yeah, Rod, shout out to
Marshalls,
him, man. That's where I get my socks at. Shout out.
Burlington, all y'all. I
Shout
rock with
out.
y'all.
But yeah, so after that, we got the running backs. Bucky Irving, he's a must start. Man, that man can run that rock, boy. That man can run the rock. Rashad White, I would put him in the flex category, just like what's the other dude we was talking about?
I saw you scoop him up off
Yeah,
waivers
man,
the
I
other
had
day.
to. My running backs. With me drafting Amari and Hampton first, to be my RB1, kind of tough. So I had to dig in there a little bit. With Rashad White, the first game he was coming off an injury, so you don't really want to base it off. But if you look at this game now, it was a very close game, so they probably wanted to use him more. But he had at least 10 touches. So kind of like how I can't remember who the running. Oh, Tyler Algier. So if you can get a running back to give you at least 10 touches on a good team, he is definitely flex worthy RB3 with RB2 upside. So if you have a flex spot open, I'm not minding throwing in there as a flex. Because he's also a good catcher too. They'll throw him that ball too. So if
Yeah,
you're in a PPR
yeah.
league, that definitely helps. Going to the wide receivers, we shooting out there with Mike Evans and Ed Buka. Of course, we talked about it just now. He is injured. He is injured a little bit, non-participant. But if he's good to go, we're gonna roll him out. Touchdown streak. You watch the last game; he just missed a touchdown. If he gets it, he's scoring at least 18 points of the week. So definitely go ahead and start him. Mike Evans. Ooh, do you think this might be the first year he doesn't do the 1,000 yards?
No,
Oh, he gonna do it. He gonna do it.
he gonna do it.
You gonna
He
do it?
got to do
Okay.
it.
Okay.
He got to.
Okay.
Because he's not getting the ball, but he still looks good out there. I mean, pause. He's still like he's running the routes right. It's just Buka got that athleticism and that speed, man. And Bucky has turned the corner. But shoot, over 2 weeks, Mike got
And then you got
he got a hundo. He got 100 yards. He got 19 targets. He's fine. He's gonna have a big game where he gets like 200 yards. He does it every year. They got the Panthers twice this year, like every other year. So yeah, I like Mike getting his style well
and
for sure.
then I think that's pretty much it. We're gonna stay away from Cade. I know he was getting hyped up a lot because of the injuries. I actually played him my first week and he gave me a goose egg, so it might be more personal than anything. So I'm just staying away from him. So it might just be more personal than anything because I needed him to win, but then he gave me a goose egg. So it might just be more personal.
Hey yo, a little gem for y'all, because I know that's pretty much it for the Bucks. But a little gem for y'all. Sterling Shepard in a 20 and up roster. Get him.
There you go. You heard it here.
Yep. You're welcome.
And then if you want to play some fun, you could probably throw some bucks out there. They're playing at home. They playing against a second bench player. We don't know what they're gonna do, so you might want to throw them in there. If I wouldn't have picked up, what did I pick up? This I can't remember who I picked up, but if that wasn't gonna go through, I would have picked the Bucks next because it looks like they got a very very good matchup at home. So
Mm-hmm.
there you go. The next, we got the hot and on fire Indiana Jones versus Cam Ward. My man Indiana Jones out there. He for real living up to the name Danny Dimes, boy. He just needed a new change of scenery. You feel me? You know what I mean? That's it. But not really. I don't know. But I did say though that if he could at least drop a 20 bomb against Broncos he for real. I said if he could drop at least one tud. What did he get last week? If y'all
He
watched,
got like a 28 or something,
yeah, I was
something
about
good.
because last week when we went live for the waiver, you asked me what does he have to do against the Broncos in order for it to be for real. I said that if he could throw maybe he don't gotta win the game, but if he could run a touchdown in and maybe throw for like a buck 75, run maybe like 40 yards, he may be for real. Man, he threw for 316, threw for one tud, and then ran for a tud.
It's
Like,
wild out here.
like,
It's
hey,
wild out here, man.
hey, man, hey,
It's wild out here.
if you got him in a super flex league, congrats to you, my dog. If you,
Yo,
yo, let's go, my man out
he's
there.
available in one of my 10-man leagues, but it's like I can't do that.
Like you pick him up if he's on your bench, you definitely pick him up if you went like the Dak Prescott route, Drake May route, who else? Like those late quarterback Kyler Murray route. Like if you went that route, go ahead and pick up Daniel Jones because he about to surpass all those people right there that I just mentioned.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray, he
He
about to.
he had that good year when the Giants
Woo,
made the
woo.
playoffs. He looked okay. Like it wasn't the passing. It was like the escapability, um, natural talent. And it's never been the throwing, but now he throwing for over 300 yards. Like it's
I
hard.
I think one
That's
reason
hard
is
to do.
I think one reason is because I think when he was at New York, he knew for sure nobody was gonna take his job. Not saying that Anthony Richardson is good enough to take his job, but I don't think the Colts are like completely off of Anthony Richardson. Like if Daniel Jones does play bad, I could see the Colts being like, "Go ahead," because we already know Daniel Jones can play bad anyway. You know what I mean? Like I could see them
Hmm.
probably. So I feel like in the back of Daniel Jones' mind, I think he's like, this dude behind me is still young. Like he could still possibly take my job, maybe. So I feel like that lights a fire in him a little bit, knowing that there's a rookie behind him that could take over if he plays just one bad game. You know what I
That
mean?
makes sense.
So I feel
Yeah,
like there's that little fire back there because he knows that his job can get taken from a young QB. Even though he's not that good, but it's gonna get to the point where it's like if he plays bad, they're gonna be like, oh, there he goes. That's the Daniel Jones we know. You know what I mean? So I think that has a little bit of something. But yeah, he killing it, bro. 25, 29, 25. Come on, bro. Number
eating.
two quarterback. Let's go.
It's out of control right now.
Yeah, out there, man. And I like that name too, Indiana Jones. I like that nickname for him. But
That's
anyway,
better than Danny Dimes because the Danny Dimes was a lie.
yeah, and he
That
played
was
in Indiana. Indiana Jones. He
yeah,
tough.
yeah,
You know what I mean? He tough. You know.
yeah,
He
yeah.
out
He
there.
is tough
Yeah,
now.
he out
He
there
is
stealing
tough.
treasure, almost dying. You know, whatever. I've only never seen a full movie of Indiana Jones. I ain't gonna hold you. So I do know he tough though, out there stealing treasure or whatever
He's
he do.
tough.
But
Yeah,
yeah. So Daniel Jones, you must start. Jonathan Taylor, you already know he's a must start too. He went off last game, off last game, 30 plus off. So you're definitely gonna play him. And then with the receivers, man, they kind of you don't know which one gonna go off.
I was about to say,
You
here we
know,
go with the Packers again.
because the first week it was Michael Pittman, and then he laid a dud second week. Now Josh Downs, he didn't go off like Pittman, but he did better than Pittman week 2. So it's like we don't know who's gonna get the ball there. So we're kind of in that Packers situation where you just don't know. So we'll stay away from all of them for now. And then you got Tyler Warren. You definitely go, looks very promising. Double digit, getting a lot of targets, running that thing. So he's the must start. He is hurt though. So just be
Yeah,
cautious with that. Check out about 12:55. But it doesn't look like it's crazy. He says here he's limited. So when it's limited, he's young. I don't see no problem with him. It doesn't say he's missing anything. So he's good to roll out. So for this
yeah.
one, we got Indiana Jones, Jay Taylor, and Tyler Warren.
I like it, man. I like it. Titans. It ain't a whole lot to talk about here, y'all. You shouldn't have Cam Ward as your starting quarterback if you're playing in an 18 team or less,
I got him in
even
my
a 20 team.
I got him in my vampire league. What?
He ain't
Wait.
starter though, right? He ain't your starter though, right?
Oh, he ain't. But
Right.
wait till my starting. I think my starting quarterback Drake May, and I told you I only have one tight end. Wait till my tight end go on by, and I got to start Cam Ward, and that's when the vampire gonna choose me as his opponent.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna suck, man. Um, dang, that's gonna suck. But yeah, so we got for the Titans, I guess you play Tony Pollard. I
I
hope you
mean,
have somebody other than Tony Pollard.
the only thing you got
What's he?
rolling with Tony Pollard is if you look at the first two, like I know he's only scored a 6 and a 9. This is my league points, by the way. But if you look at the attempts, bro, first week 18, second week 20.
I know, but it's the same song from last year. He gets the volume, but he's not a RB1. So he's getting all these touches, but it's not amassing to anything because he's not a RB1. Like no disrespect. I won poop a couple years ago because I had Tony Pollard. But that's because I had him as like my flex. You know what I'm saying? Um and also he was running behind Zeke. I think it was Zeke. But I even with the volume and
Even, I mean, I don't know. It
and
just,
they don't even like put the other running back on the field.
I just feel like it may be more of a Titans thing more than anything. Because, I mean, he rushed for 90 yards. He just got no touchdowns. So it may just be more of a Titans thing more than anything. But if he could just add a touchdown or so every now and then, because he's going to have yards just off the volume alone. It's just him getting to the goal line, really. But again, you're right. And then you got whatchamacallit coming back maybe soon. What's his name?
Um
Spears.
yeah, Spears. And he kind of was the one who would get the fantasy points last year.
Yeah.
Pollard was still dominating the touches, but Spears was getting the touchdown. Spears was getting the third down catches for 20, 30 yards. Yeah, Tony Pollard just he should have went to like Baltimore or something. Could you imagine that?
Now
Tony Pollard as the
watch him go off for
third.
25 this next game
Right,
though.
that part. But if like I said, like if you got him, obviously you got to start him. I hope you have people over him. Um, wide receivers, you're gonna start Calvin Ridley. The numbers aren't sexy, but it's good enough. All right, and if you have him on your team, I'm positive he's your one or two. So you're gonna start him, ladies and gentlemen. Eric Ayominor is in the building. He's here. All right, start him. I'm calling it touchdown. I'm calling 65 yards and a touchdown. That's 12 points for you right there. Plus however many receptions, maybe like 5 receptions. Start him. All
Let's
right.
go.
Um Okonkwo has been trying to give his job away for like 4 years now. I'm fading him. And that's it, man. So Tony Pollard, because your arm's being twisted, Calvin Ridley, and Ayo Minor. I'm starting them, and that's it, man. I think we probably should close this out, dog. We know the game probably on now. We
Yes,
can hit the
sir.
4 o'clocks and the 8 and the Monday. We could give it to them on Saturday or something, man.
Yes, sir. Are you available tomorrow?
I'm off till next Wednesday.
Sure, we can go tomorrow. I'm off at nighttime. We got one more one
Hey,
o'clock game though. We got one more 1 o'clock game to
do
play
it?
right now.
I thought that was all.
Yeah,
What you got?
we got Vegas and the Red Commanders.
Commanders, my bad.
Nah, you good.
I'm gonna roll with I'm gonna roll with the Commanders. All right,
Oh,
I'm taking them.
the
I'm
Red
jumping on the Commanders.
Commanders. Who their backup?
Mariota.
Oh man, oh he's still in the league. Oh
Yeah.
he might show out.
Listen,
He might
he
show
is going to
out.
show out.
He
He
might show
is going
out,
to show
yo.
out.
He might show
Mariota's
out.
going to come out here and do something.
He
All
might
right,
show out.
but I'm not starting him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I am starting
Yeah, kind of like
Scary
it's the.
Perry. All right,
Ooh.
you know it's time. All right.
Yeah, people about to get spooked out
Regardless
there.
of who plays, it's time. He was getting the looks on the Thursday night game. It just wasn't quite connecting because of the offseason nonsense. It's coming. All right. He's 29 years old, so he has to dominate this year. He just got that contract. He's got to let them know just because I'm 29 and you pay me a contract, I'm not going to fall off like most other players. I think Terry got the dog in him. He's a leader. He's going to go off. Um, the Raiders have a decent pass rush, but their secondary is questionable.
Okay.
So it should be good. Hey, if Mariota starts though, Debo's gonna go crazy. Debo starts. We don't even really have to get into that. He's gonna run the ball. He's gonna catch the slants. He's doing all the gadget plays. Bill let me down last week, but that was also because they kept playing Eckler when they shouldn't have been playing Eckler because they never wanted to run the ball because they were just trying to pass the ball the whole time. So I'm gonna roll Bill out there in teams where he is my if I only have three running backs on my team and one of them's Tony Pollard, I'm gonna roll Bill over Tony. All right. I'm gonna sit him out there and see what he can do and be comfortable with whatever happens because they got rid of Brian Robinson for a reason. Bill has to be good, so we're gonna start him. You have to start Ertz. He pretty much won games for people last week. There ain't really much to say. Ertz perennially is good. Even when he was with the Cardinals, he's the auto start, and I'm not playing their defense though. Um, so yeah, we got all right. If Jaden Daniels plays, you got to start him, even though it might not be pretty. It's gonna be one of the Matt Stafford games because he's not gonna run. But so yeah, so Jaden Daniels, if he plays, you start him, and you just are comfortable with the low points. You're starting Scary Terry, you're starting Debo with authority, and you're starting Ertz with authority, and then you're rolling Bill out there, hoping, all right, this is the week he wins one for me. And that's all I got. How you feel?
Dude, everything you said there, man.
What about the Raiders?
The Raiders, man. Geno Smith stunk up last week, but I still think you can play him. We've talked about it before. I think Geno Smith this year, I think he's proved enough to where he's not just a streaming quarterback. He can be your QB1 on
Yeah.
your squad, just depending on how your squad is laid out. But I'm not going to let last week determine if I start him this week or not. I would still start him if that's your QB. We're gonna go with the running backs. We talked about this earlier. Like Genty win with, especially with the other running backs, the rookie ones especially. It's just kind of weird. Like you gotta start him. Like you just don't sit him. Like you just got to. You just got to. You're not gonna sit someone like I'm at. Like I this week I'm sitting Amari Hampton, right? But like you just can't sit your maybe fifth overall pick in the third week of the game, third week of the season. You just don't. You know what I mean? So we're gonna play Genty, even though he hasn't even cracked. Well, he cracked 10 the first game, but whatever. But this game he didn't even crack 10. But it was a very bad game all the way though. It wasn't just him. It was the whole team. So
That Chargers defense is
yeah,
nasty.
it was. Yeah, it was nasty. So that's it for the running backs. Jameer White did score more than him, but it just wasn't productive enough. Like, I mean, he only had like 2 Ks or something. You know what I mean? I think it was his
And also,
return.
when Zamir comes in, it's like obviously we don't care
Yeah,
about you, so now
yeah.
he's wide.
Like in my league, he had points just because in my league you get return points. That's it. So it's if you guys were looking at my screen, he has 12 points just because he had like 90 yards kickoff return
At
yards.
nine
So
points,
without
very good.
that, he had like 2 points with 2 attempts. So there you go. Receivers in a deep league, you can have Trey Tucker in a deep league. You can probably have him in a deep league, but shoot, Jacoby Myers, run him out as your wide receiver too. Run him as your wide receiver too.
With confidence.
And then
Yep.
Brock Bowers. I know he questionable, but I mean, I know some of y'all drafted him in second. He's an automatic play, basically this year's. I don't know, but he went second overall. Maybe some first at the end, depending on how many. In a 14 man, I can see him going in the end of the first. So, yeah, he's an automatic start. He laid last week. He didn't do too well, but also he had a knee injury, so that maybe has something to do with it. Because I think Bowers is going to be one of those ones where the team can have a bad game, but he's going to stand out no matter what. So, but
Yeah.
like I said, he did have a knee injury last week, so that could have been played. He could have been used. Like the way I see it is, whenever these players be coming back from, or like when they get kind of hurt, the next following game they're just there as a decoy for the most part. So that's probably what it was. So yeah, go ahead and roll out Bowers. You should be able to comfortably roll out Bowers. I don't see a lot of 8-point games in the future. So don't be.
Mhm.
Go ahead and roll him
I agree.
And that's probably about it.
Yeah, because that was the wasn't that the was that the no, they just played on Monday. They
Yeah,
just
they just
played
played on
Monday.
Monday. Yep.
Um, I was gonna try to give him the he had a short week, but that wasn't it. But Brock is a beast, man. It sucks for this year, especially if that injury lingers, because we know going forward he's just gonna dominate.
There you
Like
go.
y'all saw it last year. Y'all
Ollie,
saw it last year.
there you go, man. Ollie Gordon with the touchdown.
Dang, you cut the TV on, bro.
Ollie Gordon with the
Find your phone.
touchdown.
Daggone kids and lost the remote. Ollie Gordon with the touchdown. How about it?
He got 4 carries so far.
Look, I think he's had 4 carries all season.
Tell you, man, these Thursday games, bro, they just be letting the randoms like, here, we're going to give you the ball. Because it's Thursday, we give you the ball 12 times. See what you can do with it.
It's a King and Drake. Is it gonna be a King and Drake night?
Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
remember that like
saying.
4 years
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah, because you got Achan here with only 2 carries. Ollie Gordon already
Yeah.
got 4.
That's wild, man. Oh shoot. So are they down 7-zip? The
The Bills,
Bills?
yeah, they're down 7-zip. Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, man, you just don't know what's gonna happen.
Yep. But
But
anyway,
hey,
yeah.
man, yeah,
So
close us on out.
anybody tune in, or anybody that did tune in, we'll shout him out right now. DeAndre Swift season, he here every time. I don't know if you still here, but shout out to you. Shout out to the new ones that tune in. Ben Patel, not Nanny, Nani. Apologize if I pronounce it wrong, but shout out to y'all as well. Hopefully y'all subbed. Anybody else that was in here, hope y'all enjoyed. If not, whatever. But anyway, um, hit that like, hit that sub, and hit that what else, Jay?
Ring that bell, baby, so y'all know when to come holla at us, man.
Mm-hmm.
Doing this live for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We could easily just put together a stream and then just snip it up
That's
and
what
then
I'm
put it up
saying.
here. But we want to go live so y'all can ask questions. So please continue to do so. Continue to show your support. We love y'all for that, man. Um, yeah, ring your bell,
If
man.
you
Ring
have
your bell
any,
so you know what time it is.
yeah, if you have any questions, type them in the comments. I'm pretty. I'll see you on my phone, and then I'll just answer them from my phone, or we'll answer them the next time we go live. You guys see the socials on the bottom corners. My ex is down there. Then you see the Instagram out there that me and Jay run. That's on there as well. Go ahead and catch those. We will be back again on this weekend, maybe tomorrow, for the 4 o'clock games and the night games. We're gonna go ahead and get off and tune into this Bills and Dolphins game. But yeah, anything else, Jay? You got anything else to say out here?
That's all I got, man. We got the fair coming up. So
Oh,
get ready for that. Get ready for the fair review, y'all. But that's really it, man. I got nothing else. Y'all know what it is. We love y'all. We appreciate it, man. This is like the most fun time of the year for me personally, man. Hey, keep the main thing though, y'all. Read your Bibles. You
main
know
thing,
what
the
I'm
main
saying?
thing.
Stay prayed up. Stay prayed up, man. And that's it. That's all I got, brother.
All right, Jay, you take it easy. Stay
Peace.
safe out there. You already know. We see everybody
You
here
too.
later this week for the next set of games. Peace out, y'all.
All right. Moving out.